Welcome, everyone, to yet another lovely, freezing, fucking cold Tuesday evening. Welcome to
See,
season
I
one.
don't feel cold. Look, nice and smooth.
Of course, you don't because you're in a state that's warm. I will send you some of this gladly.
No
Welcome,
thanks.
everyone, to season one, episode 10 of Secret Submissions from the Dungeon with Kitten and Rob. Kitten, my lovely lady, how are you this evening?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing better now that I see a smile on your face because the last time you and I spoke, you were really, really down. You were really struggling with illness and
Breathing.
family illness and your health. Yeah, you were actually, I believe you went off camera to vomit once or twice. I know for once for sure.
Just once.
You're like, guys, I'm sorry, I got to go. And I felt so bad, but thank you for toughing it out like a champ, like you normally do. Can you believe this is episode 10 of this crazy ass show that we didn't think was
I
actually going to
cannot.
scary?
Actually, it's a little frightening.
I know. The more I thought about it, and I guess if we wouldn't have had to cancel a couple shows for other purposes, and losing everything that I had up this direction, we would have already had this. But I guess we can just turn it down.
But we could.
Our topic of conversations tonight is going to be fantasies.
What you'll
And
get to see.
My request is going to be fantasies. I have many fantasies. I have a lot. And they're weird.
A lot.
I have a lot, yeah. I have a lot that I've never shared. I have some that I probably never will share until I actually find the appropriate person for that, because you know as well as I do, no matter what it is, it's that blankness that you're waiting on that response when you say it. If there's a hesitation when you try to be open and intimate with somebody, it's going to hurt. So if you guys are watching right now, if you're with a significant other and you look at them and say, if there's ever something you want to do with me, just let me know and I will do it. Don't fucking pause. Don't giggle. Don't have second thoughts. If you're committed enough, yeah, I mean, because have you ever? I mean, I have. I've been with people. I've been in a situation, and I've said something, and the giggle comes weird. It's like, okay, was that a giggle? Like, okay, oh my god, I'm in for a treat now. Was that a giggle because you're making fun of what I'm asking for? Are you giggling because you're picturing me in a tutu like I just requested? Why are you laughing? You can't do that. You've got to right now, because that will kill the mood. Not just kill the mood, it'll kill the whole fucking scenario. And
I hate you right now.
I'm sorry, but if I'm a guest in your home and that happens, my ass is leaving. I will be too embarrassed.
I am such a follower of yours. You know, I've been watching you for a while now. For quite a while, I wouldn't miss your shorts. Like every single one, I'd get on to you to Twitter to see. And because of what you said, and because I know the layout of most of the areas you make your videos, I saw your front yard. I see the trees. I see the road. And I see you in nothing but a tutu.
Please tell me you see me crawling out of that dog box with my clown mask on.
No.
Arching my shoulders as I crawl toward you.
Nope, you're just with a bong dancing around naked.
Well, now, okay, well, if you would like anyone, please go back a year and 6 months. You'll see me dancing in the middle of my road in a tutu and a smile.
I've seen it.
And a bikini top.
Times.
I've done it actually quite a few times. What's going on, Half Pint? How you doing, Patrick? Thank you guys very much for joining us tonight. You're fantasizing about pizza. I'm fantasizing about pizza.
I had pizza last night.
Do you want to know what my all-time fantasy is? I want to get high and make love to someone.
That's my life.
I want to light a joint. I want to slowly slide in, lean down, take the joint out, hand it to the significant other in front of me, exhale my smoke and say, now it's time for the fun. I want that. I want to. I've been high before and felt that butterflies that go into pterodactyls is like, I want to rip my shirt off.
Butterflies that go into pterodactyls.
You ever had like little things in your tummy that just start going like,
No, it's just the way you explained it. It was great.
I'm a little kid at heart. I'm telling you. I mean, when I sit and think about things that really, really get to me, or if I think it's going to happen, but I've also wanted to be that dominating daddy force. Throw you on the bed, lean your knees back, grab the crotch of the pants, and just yank it open just till the lips expose themselves just a little bit, and leave it just like that.
Well,
as I rock the knees back and bury my face. That is what I want. That is what I'm going to do before I die. That's not
before you die.
That's not a bucket. I'm gonna do it before the end of the fucking next month. I don't give a shit what I have to do. I will fulfill fantasies of mine.
But it is huge, Patrick, by the way. I know.
But wait, I told you to stop watching me pee, and if you did, mute the other camera so you didn't hear the noise. Oh, you're talking about your joint. Never mind. That is a big joint. What do you got in that big joint tonight, Seth?
I got a lot, actually. There is.
Is that 9 grams?
It is
9 grams of goodness.
There's everything from gelato 66. There's a little bit of everything.
How much money do you owe me for all the times you rubbed one out to watching me crawl out of that dog box?
Good Lord. That's got to be a lot, honestly.
I was just curious. I'm sure he's not the only one.
Probably not. I mean, there's always Michelle.
I bet hers is just like permanently shifted to one side or the other. Or that son of a bitch like it ate the last Oreo every time she hears my voice say, "This mom here. How are you?" Give her a minute and see if she pops in the chat. We'll see.
I know, right?
$400, Patrick. Wow. Man.
That's
I'm in the wrong business.
That's a lot.
In the wrong business. Don't you say what the fuck there, Big A. There's no shame in it. I can't.
No shame.
No shame at all. So, if you could pick one thing only that you could do right now, your all-time fantasy, never told anyone about, if you want to share, what would be? Same in the chat.
So, mine's kind of dangerous to tell, especially with the creepers and stalkers out there, because mine
then don't say it. Then don't.
No. This needs to be an open, no holds thing.
Honey,
mine is.
You know that.
I know. But I mean, if a creeper or stalker is going to get a hold of me, it doesn't matter what my fantasy is anyway. They're going to get me. Like, if that's going to happen, it's going to happen. Mine is I'm trying to use the correct word so you don't get in trouble on YouTube.
That's right. So far, so good. As long as we don't shove things in.
No, there are certain words that you can't use that trigger. Takening. Force takening. You know what I mean?
For how long?
The entire, session.
Like a weekend? That you would want to be?
No, more of like,
or just an overnight.
Thought probably just an overnight. The door was accidentally not shut all the way on the motel room door or whatnot, and
gotcha.
Sleeping and tied up, waking up, that kind of thing.
Now that actually intrigues me. It would be nice to have a significant other that you could do, like, say, once a month style thing, and rent 2 hotel rooms on 2 separate floors, and just someone's walking down the hall after leaving theirs, but the other person does not know, and just fling the door open, yank them in. Of course, the terror is going to be there, but they'll be safe, of course. Before I go any further, we are not encouraging any violence or any acts toward anyone.
No. This is between 2 consenting adults. This is all
satire purposes.
Role play.
Yes. But this is also a safe place. If you feel the need that you would like to share in chat of things you want us to share on here, we will share it with you. We're sharing ours now, because if you can't talk about it here, where are you going to talk about it? Because I know.
And if we can't talk about our own, how are we supposed to get you to talk about yours?
Right. And that's how I am. Because when you first asked me about the show, if I was willing to do it, I kept thinking, I don't know. I really don't know, because I'm a very private person. But the more we started talking and the more that I opened up with it, it's there. It's an everyday motherfuck. That is huge. I bet you felt that one in your taint. I do not have a taint fantasy, even though I mention it quite often. Taint's not.
It tickled in the clit a little bit.
Tickled in the clit a little bit. Big A, what is rap? What is this? What is that? Talking about the joint that she's rolling right now? Whenever the first time you approach somebody with something on sharing. I can tell you this is my own personal experience. It is the hardest thing in the world to do, not just because of the delay or if it's the right person. It's, are you going to trust yourself enough? So always remember, when you're with your other, whichever significant other, that's all I'm going to say, because I don't care what it is. It's a fucking horse. It's you, and you do you. But there has to be trust in everything that you do. There has to be limitations. I'm not one of the safe word people, nothing like that. If you can't trust the person you're with, if you have to enslave a safe word, that means you know what you're doing. You're pushing your limits to the absolute extreme. So don't be afraid to just ask your wife, hey, can we possibly do this? We don't have to go through all of that. Or ask your husband, hey, can we try this? Or boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother, uncle, shit. I don't give a fuck what you say, what you do. It's your life. You do you. Just keep behind closed doors. Do not share with others unless others are okay with you sharing what you do. I've thought about conversations that I've had with you before, Seth, and I've caught myself like, should I share that story out? Not that I'm afraid of sharing the story. It's because it might be too much of a story that would kind of point fingers to another person. And you never want that, right? Especially one that you know that your secret is safe with, or they know their secret's safe with you. Always remember that. But, okay, what's your number two? Well, no, here, I'll give you my number. No, my number one is probably the same. I think I would like to do with what you just said. It's oddly enough. I like the adrenaline rush. I like the excitement. But honestly, what I would like is I want that reversed. I want to be walking down the hallway. I want a woman to fling that door open and grab me. I used to work as a repair person. I used to work as a delivery person. When I would go into these homes, I would repair their plumbing and electrical, or I would deliver their appliances and set them up.
You mean they never offered you any other way to pay?
Do you know how many times, though, I went to work hoping one day that it worked? I was in that profession for 4 years. I can't do math that quick, but however many days that is, that's how many days I thought about it.
My dad was a Culligan man. And I always knew the week he had to do.
Are we related?
Are you related? I don't know. Just there's a story to this.
I don't know.
Are we? Why was your dad a Culligan man?
No, but my mom wasn't either. But if I don't know.
This has to do with what you were saying about your job. Gotcha. So he was a Culligan man. And I always knew, because we lived in the Coachella Valley, which is Palm Springs down to Indio. It's a bunch of towns all put together, kind of like LA, but it's like one long strip up Highway 111. And there's all these towns, right? Okay. I always knew Palm Springs Day because he was the most cheerful man in the world that day. Palm Springs Day when he did Sidney Sheldon's neighborhood. And I mean, this man owned the whole neighborhood just so people wouldn't bug him. And then there was the vacuumer, as he called her, because she would always vacuum with the windows wide open, naked, knowing he was coming.
Are you sure?
And he would knock on the door, and she'd always come to the door. Oh, man. Come on. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for you.
Wait, are you sure it wasn't the vacuum lady because she sucked?
Could be knowing my stepdad. But he would laugh. He lost his shit. He's like, every week. Like, he didn't even care telling my mom. You talk about she's bought, too. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, we grew up in a different time.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Can you read the chat?
I can. Can you call us little people or fun sized or something?
Yeah, that's the only thing I wasn't going to. I don't know. The only reason why I'm not putting up on the screen is because I'm not politically correct.
Do you know, I actually know a few people who actually have little people fantasies and fetishes. I know a few, actually.
Well, there's that fantasy, and then there's also the reverse fantasy of little people who are thriving after the same way. Why wouldn't that be?
Say I don't have that.
Every other.
I don't have the little person fetish. And for me, so the women just aren't my type. Like, there's some don't get me wrong, there's some gorgeous women who are little people. The dudes, though, I've never been able to be with a guy who is shorter than me. I just can't. I need that safety
So
feeling.
it has nothing to do with
them as a person or their size. It's I have to have
you.
that feeling of safety.
Right.
And if I feel like I can punt that safety, I don't feel safe. And please stop calling me a stepmother. I am not your stepmother, Dusty.
She has to have a hairy Viking fetish.
So I do have a thing about dudes with long hair and things like that. The funny thing is, when I met him, he was not. He was he was a pig.
Clean shaving.
Badge and all.
Oh, well, so that's fine.
And he had the military cut. Just the little, cop mustache, that all the little, and
so is that how
he was not my type. No. So the funny thing is like most of the people who worked with him on his force hit on me all the time. And there were some cute ones. There were some not cute ones. Actually, there was one of the female ones I was pretty interested in. But he in particular, I couldn't fucking stand. Couldn't fucking stand him. He looked like this little troll with a stick up his ass because he always walked with his nose up in the air like he was special.
Wow.
Didn't like him at all, but he was dating another officer who I was friends with.
Is that why you didn't like him?
No. Honestly, he looked like a little asshole.
If it was just like guilt by association kind of thing.
No, the funny thing is,
hated him, then you have to.
No, she was with him. That's just it. She was obsessed with him, like beyond obsessive. She's the one who ended up stalking us. She still stalks us to this day.
Shit. Sorry.
She's followed us states. It's creepy. But yeah, so I mean, it was just it just happened.
Wait. So, Captain Dicey, I'm hung like a stud field mouse. But I got a Viking beard down there that covers it all up, so nobody can see that. The only thing I can think is you must be clean shaven, at least south of the border. That way there's no mishaps, just all slide. Take care of her. Anyway, I'm fucking.
I'm like, he is actually.
Hey, carpet matches the drapes. Sorry, mine too. Can't help it. Because if you do it once, you got to keep doing it. Because
otherwise, it's uncomfortable AF.
Yeah, it's just progression like anything else. It's no.
So for a female, it's worse, Rob, because we've got crevices and openings. So when we shave that, like when it starts to grow, it hurts.
Hashtag pee hole fingers, ladies and gentlemen. We have a hole too. Now, here's something you guys don't have. Well, no, I take that back because there are ladies who have bigger clitoris, ladies, things like that. That just not being that. But if you've never had a tourniquet pube wrap around your shaft to the point when you stand up, you go, ah! No matter where you're at. You do when you're driving anything. You don't know that it wraps, but one will wrap. And then when you stand up, it's like cinching a fucking bull bag. Ask him if he's next door. Patrick, don't you laugh at me. Don't you laugh at me. I don't care. If you've never had a rogue pube, that's either, I made a long time ago post about that one. And I don't want to get into it. I cried one day. I'm telling you what, I'm the gentleman who's going to put my foot up on the countertop and just go like this with it to make sure.
Be able to hear them. The show won't be able to hear them. But I'm going to jump in and tell. Michelle's got a whole group in Discord with Hilly and others. I'm going to tell them, get in here and tell us your fantasies.
Tell them that Robbie wants to know their fantasy. No, don't tell
them. Hey, guys.
Bongmaster Rob wants to hear your fantasy.
Guys.
Get in here.
Guys, I'm live with Robbie right now. He says he wants to know your fantasies.
Bring him in. We'll even bring him in as guests.
Yeah, if any of you are caring. Rob says if you let us know, you can come into the show right now if you want to tell your fantasies. He said except for Michelle. She said, fuck you, Rob.
Tell her I'm giving my key back then.
And yeah, she goes, oh, wait, I thought I could have. She told her fantasy. Fuck you, Rob.
Right here.
So, guys, DM me or Rob or comment in the show if you guys want to get in here right now. Or at least type out celestial fantasies.
But
bitches.
You have to remember, though, please keep respectful in the wording that you're going to use when you're brought in for your fantasies, because I'll mute you myself if it gets too out of hand.
I don't want to hear anything about people wanting to R-word bitches, things like that. Okay, that's not what this is. Though I don't think any of our normal viewers,
right? Well, not even as much. I just didn't want to have more than one person in here and then get the hatred going back and forth because somebody might not like the fantasy of another person. But that's the purpose of this. We make a safe space so we all can just jump in and say, well, you know what? I'm not gay, but that's a cute guy. Or I'm not gay, that's a cute woman. Or grab that strap on, take me to the bedroom, put my ankles behind my head, and make me fucking deserve it.
Well,
hey, you never know what kind of comments you're going to get out of people.
It's true.
You never know what's laying in the back of their mind. And see, I'm comfortable with talking about anything. And I have to thank the people that I worked with over the years, because when I worked in a steel mill as a industrial mechanic, they are the worst in the worst. There's no such thing as dark comedy. That shit is like undead comedy kind of thing. They hurt your feelings, then they jump on it. So I learned to accept in conversations that you shouldn't be in, but you can be in them. So if you can make yourself comfortable enough to do it, then great. If you don't want to share with us, you don't have to. We're all about just doing it. Now, and see, Patrick, I appreciate this. And I would probably let you squeeze my little bits, but I wouldn't let you grab the shaft. Well, that was an awkward silence.
Oh, no, I just got a message. Someone asked her, am I on X? I'm like, yes.
Just fucking with you.
Like, yes.
Who on X? We're not on X right now, are we? Are we live on X? Actually, we are live on X. I was supposed to share that out. If you guys are watching right now, please share out this live. It don't matter if you share out the YouTube one or if you share out the Twitter one. I like to get some more people in here and get the conversation. We got 100 people sitting with us at the 22-minute mark. Not sure what you got on your end, hon, but I'm so glad that you joined me again tonight. I'm so glad that you're feeling so much better, because I love it when we can start talking like this and be able to keep things going. Always do love it. Butts, not bits. Oh, okay. Sorry.
What's wrong with my bits?
Not your bits, mine.
Oh.
He said that he wasn't gay, but he'll squeeze Rob's bits a lot. Oh. And I just thought, well, I mean, if you want to squeeze my bits, I'm not. Dude, you know what? I have not had. Oh, yeah, this is a fucking private show. I don't fucking care. I have not put my member in another person in almost 3 years. Almost 3 years.
That's a long time. That's a long time.
It's a very long time.
I bet I know who I can come in here.
Not because I don't think that I couldn't go find if I wanted to, or I don't want to do that. If I was the old me who drank, I would be in a bar right now. I would probably not be talking to you guys. I would be trying to stick my dick in anything that walked. But I'm an adult now with adult lives and adult logic, I guess, and I like to smoke weed. I'm not saying that I'm celibate, but I mean.
But you give a bit, you sell it. Oh.
I didn't say that. I didn't say what. So think about that the next time when you guys are at home double clicking your mouse or you're rubbing one out thinking about me. What do you think I do when I'm alone?
Just grab your double click. Oh.
It's who else is thinking about me? I don't know. Who am I thinking about?
Yeah, what you ever wonder, like, if you're touching yourself and thinking about someone, if that person is thinking about you doing it at the same time?
I always thought if the head of my dick was throbbing and red, it meant the same person I was rubbing one out to was thinking about me. Just like your ears. When your ears start burning, somebody's talking about you. I just assume that's how it does. What's a better partner? You don't need to come over here and start your shit, woman. Not you.
By the way, did anybody want the link? No one has.
I think they're afraid. I'm surprised Hilly didn't want to jump right in on the link, because she'd get in here and just run us all on the ground. She would probably scare me. I honestly think that she would scare me. She's ex-military. I know. I'm gonna have to. We all know what Michelle's.
CC wants it.
CC's not even in the fucking chat. Oh no,
she just said I do.
Where? Oh, you beat it.
He's on the YouTube part.
Oh Lord. Do you want to sit there? Me too. Oh, Michelle, you have a headache. So what you're trying to say is you're leaning back, relaxing, listening to this voice, hoping that it will relieve some sort of pressure in your head region.
Hey, Cece, check your Discord.
Shit.
Everyone else, prepare thy anus.
I'm going to say that's the thing is be very, 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 very prepared for CC. Because she's probably going to make me blush. Hopefully she don't show a nipple. Oh Lord. We just got the confirmation, the OMW. But no, but what though, I'm really glad that she's coming in. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say till she comes in, because her and I have had conversations before. We've texted back and forth, and the people that she had introduced me to and told me that would be ideal for this show, which I was kind of wanting to see where we were going with this show before we reached out to these bigger people that can actually talk about, sexual fetishes, or why we have these certain kinds of fetishes, or what draws us to people who have these certain kinds of things. So she's been doing a heck of a lot with that. And I forgot who they were. So she's going to have to come in and tell me who they were again so we can share them.
Is she here yet?
No, she's still on the bottom. You just have to click on the little link.
I sent it.
Just click on it. Just go. She's probably going to her fucking dungeon so she can go live from her dungeon. She's like, I thought I had to be on my own. Before she comes in, I am going to give a special shout out to Happy Vibes for sending me these fucking brightness gummies. I do not give a shit if you don't like me or not, or like my reviews. I didn't want to do shit, hadn't done shit in a long time. I ate 2 of these motherfuckers. I shaved my head. I trimmed my beard. I took my fucking Christmas tree down. All that shit was in like a 2-hour span. So by all means, check them out and hit Hot Rob 20 to save you some money. I see you down there. Stop it. Stop it. Put that away. No, I'm not bringing you on till you put that away. She's not putting it away. Oh, God, she got her hat backwards, too. Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cece to the stage.
Well, good morning, sunshine.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Please, can we keep the GIMP off stage until we're ready?
Okay, so then I won't send Michelle the link yet.
Oh, is she coming? Oh, no, she just said.
I don't know. You said keep the GIMP off the stage, so I figured.
Well, I was waiting for her to like fucking come from behind the curtain. To be honest with you.
Hey, you never know.
Patrick, send me the link for that, bub.
Wait, so do they come out in different? Do they come out in the different flavored 2 liters?
What? Wait, what? What the fuck is going on now? I missed something. I was trying to read the chat. I was reading what Patrick was telling me about his cousin, and she used to be. Oh, I got it now.
So all I see is those old commercials, and they're all coming out in the different flavor Fanta girls.
Don't you wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna?
And then one ginormous grape shows up. Oh.
Oh my God, I love you guys.
Hey, Half Pint, real quick with these gummies, they're actually looking for streamers out there. So this goes to you guys as well, or anybody. Just hit them up. They're on Twitter. Actually, they're on all socials because they follow me on all the socials. Or look them up at happyvibes.life and Hot Rob 20. They're a great company. They're
Put it up to the screen, Rob, so we can see what it looks like, Rob.
Well, the reason why I do it the way that I do it is because I will get restricted in certain areas if we kind of show off product too much. This is their for this one. I've had numerous ones of them, but this one here so far is the highest, highly motivated, and it is a derivative from the cannabis plants. I don't think it's HHC. It's nothing. Y'all know what I smoke. You know what I drink. You know what I eat.
All at once.
Yeah. Now, the stories that I shared with you in private, Cece, stop it. You were never supposed to tell anybody that my butt does not have a gag reflex. Wait, did I just share that outside myself?
You totally did.
I did, didn't I? That's all right.
By the way, you had already told me that story too, so.
Does it count if I just post it on my cup and not say a word?
You also told that story about the snapping turtle, which you should never tell again. You should never tell that story about the snapping turtle again, though, Rob. That just wasn't okay.
Now, damn it. You know how that affects me when you bring it up.
I mean, that turtle ain't never going to be right again.
Well, you know what? The motherfucker shouldn't have crossed the son of a bitch in road. You don't put something in the fucking car. I'm telling you right now, I'm weird. But if something grazes the inner thigh, if it's not an accident and something doesn't say, I'm so sorry, let me leave your premises right now, there better be some more. I'm sorry.
Rob, you lost the tip of your finger. That was his way of saying no when he bit your finger off.
No, that was just his way of getting his tip.
The only reason why
he wanted 10%.
No. The only reason why he bit the tip of my finger is because the tip of something else was in the other end. So would you rather me reversed it and lost the tip of something else?
I mean, he probably would have.
I'm telling you right now.
You'd have to ask the turtle.
The tail, they have nowhere to go.
Well, they can also breathe through their butts. Did you know that?
Not when Rob's in it.
No. Yeah. Okay. Valid. If you block both holes, they can't breathe. But yeah, no. Seriously though, turtles can breathe through their butt. And when I first found that out, my first thought was, and I know this is going to be hilarious, but it really was. My first thought was down bubble. How else would they think of doing that with a submarine?
You're right.
And guys,
as hysterical as it is, it's a little on the accurate side, right?
Though we joke, we do not in any way condone anything done to animals.
If you guys can't take dark humor, you're in the wrong fucking room for sure.
Right. I just want to get that out there. People make sure they know that,
Yeah. Right. That's why I put very adult podcast across the top, late night. Now, Cece, I will go ahead and tell you this before you get any further. Fantasy role play thing.
Guys always say that. Sorry, what?
No. I knew what you were saying. I was going to go along with that joke, but I wanted to get this out first to make the joke even better.
All right.
If I was with a person who had braids as long as you do right now, I can tell you this much: they would be wrapped numerous times around my hands like that and forcibly pulled down on me, and then I would be from the backside doing the same thing, yanking it backward, because I am a fucking whore.
Don't take any hints.
I lost everybody.
Go away, Duke. Go away, Duke.
For braids. No. And for
my dog's trying to get up.
You all good?
I don't know what it is.
Heard the story about the turtle, evidently. No stories about the turtle tonight.
Why not?
Because. Well, you're right. Maybe not. We've got channeling of their inner turtles in our chat, so we may as well keep it going. It's okay.
I like turtles.
We got your head poke up.
So I posted we were live, you guys, and I got 2 likes, one after the other. It says Sex and Stoner Jesus liked your post.
Wow.
That is the greatest thing I have ever seen.
I must admit, I think that's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Sex and Stoner Jesus liked your post. Yes!
I thought she was frozen until I seen her flame moving. Is she frozen? No, her flame's moving. Is it still moving?
No, she's not moving.
Okay.
No,
fuck.
I'm back.
Okay.
I thought she was stuck in like Mega Man for a second there.
You were fucking hitting like a champ. Damn.
I was here. What?
What would you like to share with us, ma'am, after you're done deep throating that 14-foot long bong? But I do like how your headpiece is close enough to you where you don't have to do that.
You want to see? You'll love this, Rob. I went with the whole bongs and boobies. My bong has boobies. And look,
by the way, these nuts. Kelly, if you're watching, Michelle, check your Discords.
And it comes with an anchored penis.
Wow.
Dude, these were toys given to my kid at Christmas by his teachers.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not kidding you.
Well, I gotta admit there is a lot of toys out there now that
it's
are
textural. It's a textural thing. I make it gross. Know this. But still.
It has a head and it's fucking phallic. It's flapping.
It's angry. It's very angry.
Now that right there, I can see when you squish it down. I definitely see it more. Good Lord.
So, Rob, do we have anybody in the waiting room?
Not yet. I want to hear what is your fantasy, my lady, CC? Other than being on a show with Sith Kitten and I, because as we can tell, it must be that because you're just chilling.
Yeah, I answered. Huh? I lost my lighter. Dang it. I gotta stop using my lap as a table.
Your fantasy is your lighter?
No, you're an ass. No. Trying to find my lighter.
Hey, Rob, while she looks for her lighter, you know what I can tell you?
What's that?
I touched her sister's boob.
I remember that. How does that make you feel inside?
Who, me or her?
Warm and snuggly.
What's up?
What's up, D?
Rob. D's known me for, God, almost 20 years. Almost 20 years.
Wow. I don't know if I should apologize or thank you.
Right.
I'm trying to catch up here in the chat because you didn't tell me somebody chatted up here. So where are we going now? What is it? What do you guys think? Cece, you didn't say.
Yeah,
I was on you first.
I didn't hear your question. I'm sorry, sweetie. What?
What's your what?
You didn't hear the question? You didn't hear the whole topic of the fucking show on why you were getting a link?
No.
Wow. Okay, well, you're on here to...
My Wi-Fi sucks. I got lucky. What's up?
We want you to share fetish if you'd like.
Or fantasy, like, you know,
fantasy.
like...
Yeah, fantasy, not fetish. Let's stick with the fantasy part because we kind of did get a little off track in the other comments and topics. It was like a fantasy that you would... She's frozen again because her Wi-Fi...
Michelle's coming.
Say, believe it. I bet Michelle is coming. Michelle's probably been coming since she fucking turned on the damn screen. Cece.
Now, Michelle, if you're waiting, you wait your turn to speak.
I'm being attacked by a canine.
I wanted to make sure that you heard me because you did freeze there for a second. It's our topic tonight is on fantasies. Is there one that sticks out in your or sticks out in your ass? I guess I thought that's what you're going to do. My fantasy is this. Here's my pooper. I needed to play a flute.
Huh.
Right. Other than my boobs, what is your fantasy?
Yeah.
You really have to think? Holy fuck.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll give you a minute. What about you, D's Nuts? Anything ever, any situation, any kind of role play, any kind of anything that you're willing to share, please feel free if you want, but no obligation at all. Wait a minute. He's got, fuck. Wow, Patrick just said he's come 6 times listening to me. I didn't want to put that on the screen before these nuts actually spoke.
You're a trooper, bro.
Man, I'm gonna have
to stay on my chair.
I have no words right now.
Does that count as 1 gold star or 2? How do I do that? Do I rub his nose in it? Do I tell him good boy?
You save it in a little beaker that says break in case of emergency for later.
So I should just look at, all right, this is what I'll do. I'll look at Patrick, my Canadian counterpart. I will look you dead in the eye and I will say, good boy. There you go. Now he couldn't. That was an uncontrollable 7th time, ladies and gentlemen. And
hers or his?
I'm going to bring in Mistress of Ganja. We're going to let these nuts tell me his fantasy.
Her.
Her. I didn't know why I said him. I'm sorry. I did not mean that. I am talking to Patrick. Patrick is still in my head. I know Patrick's
package is still in your head.
He wants to be on it, but you know.
Well, do you see me blushing when I lean in? Do you tell Patrick that?
I swear you said Patrick's package is in your head, so you know.
Wow. No,
could be. I don't know. I'm not in your head.
Oh yeah.
Wow, Rob, that just happened.
I know. It
got called daddy.
I did not know that about myself.
And not by Patrick. That's the scary part.
I tried to fuck with him, and I ended up fucking with myself, and I got sweaty palms now. Patrick, I love you. Anyway, please.
Mad props.
Whoever would like to share first after I put the other foot in my mouth. Just not Michelle yet, because Michelle, are you naked under that blanket?
No.
Okay, I'm conscious.
She didn't have to show. That's what I'm saying. Why did you didn't have to pull it down?
I'm at least not wearing my robe. Angel Kisses is on the hook.
I never.
I just want to point out, Michelle.
I thought for sure you'd have Rob on your chest.
After the trauma that I've gone
Not
through in
yet.
your Discord lately, that is not funny when you suddenly just pull the blanket down like that.
Why do I miss all the good stuff?
We were definitely giving you some shit before you.
But you know what? I've got my fantasy. Rob's in bed with me.
But where's the bed? But where's the bed?
I thought it was because I was on your chest the first time when you took
No,
it out.
no, not tonight, not yet. I'll put you on my chest and take you outside when we do a bong hit. How about that?
I almost bet you have a stuffed animal that has a beard and it has your Bongmaster Rob shirt on it, doesn't it?
No, you're not that.
No,
lucky.
she printed out a picture of you, Rob, and stapled
Okay,
it.
well, I'm gonna share screen my DMs right now. We'll see who's the lucky one. Look at her.
Really, while I'm hitting the big joint? Really?
Mine is for you to figure it out.
I seen a bong hit. I seen a pipe hit. I seen a
no, Michelle. I said the big one.
Now I told you that I might not touch bottom, but I'll raise hell with the sun. That's all I can do.
Cheers to that.
Well, fuck. Patrick just said, "Daddy, that's 8." Shit. Damn. He doubled
Uncle,
up.
That's 9.
Good Lord. See, you're still thinking? If not, I'm gonna have.
I already said it. You missed it.
What
really?
the fuck did I?
We all did.
What did she say?
For Lord, somebody to figure it the hell out.
Her fantasies for someone to figure it the hell out.
Just fart.
I already did that one.
What is that? What is that specific to? What do you mean? You've not found somebody that gives you.
I'm out of ideas. Other than tattoos, other than full body tattoos.
So, Rob, isn't your fantasy to have me come over and make you some infused food?
And then wake up in whatever state you're in a building, chained to a wall? Absolutely. That
has got to be the best movies ever.
We could do
I'd
this.
I'd feed you well and give you bong hits.
We could.
Rob, that's not fantasy. That's what the fortune teller told you was going to happen.
That was what
I heard the ding.
Well,
you did name me Mistress of Ganja, Rob. You did bring this on yourself.
I know, but you asked, so I couldn't help it. It seemed fitting at the time. But we could not and say we did, but I think that would be a hell of a fucking plot line for a nice story. Sure. We met online. She made me cannabis infused food. My butthole.
She made me cannabis infused pancakes and coffee.
I woke up.
That's the last thing I remember. 6 years later.
Your tolerance is nowhere near as good as I thought.
She made me my own food, and then just me go out.
Look, I made you a line of your own food. Try it.
There I was, chained to a bed in a shed. She was spoon feeding me infused oatmeal with extra topping.
I don't know where the pudding came from, but she kept making me eat it.
Wow.
You had to ask.
No, really. My butthole just pinched up. I mean, it was like we.
Does it go that fast when I do this?
Stop it. No, fuck you guys.
Hiding his shame behind his sunglasses.
What? What did you say about my sunglasses?
You're hiding it behind your sunglasses. Your shame at how good that felt.
Oh, I'm not hiding my shame. I'm hiding the fact that I'm staring at the wall at you guys. Okay, well, here, we'll be quiet.
Oh my.
So,
oh, look how adorable you are.
Shut your mouth until
You're
you're spoken
cute.
to. You wait your turn.
I'm so
You
stoned right now.
wait.
My dinner's starting to kick.
Michelle, shut up.
Stop it. If you ever want me in that
Anybody want to
building,
do that?
go ahead and listen to me.
Yeah.
She brought me closer, didn't she? I wasn't even looking. Because see, I'm not up here looking there. I'm looking here.
No, she's right at you. I believe the phrase is, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
The next time you're outside dancing with that bong in your hand,
And then he
and I
froze.
don't hear, thank you, I'm never inviting you in again.
Now, who's he talking at?
Everybody stop.
She just dropped. Oh, you're so precious.
But you still owe me a bong rip from your nose.
Okay. Here's one of the only fantasies I've never been able to do.
Then we'll go back to that. Okay, go ahead. Yes, Cece, please.
Bent over while getting a full back tattoo done.
So
Now, is that because
That's a good one.
Is that because you've never found? Well, would it be from the artist? Because wow,
Nope.
No, then he'd
So the
fuck up,
problem
man.
with that would be a health hazard.
no.
Well,
know
I can
people
work around that.
Yeah, you get people to do them in your home. What I was going with was with vibration, though, or I mean, if you're wanting it to be like a hardcore kind of thing with the pain and all, because
Well, it's also symbolic with what I want tattooed, though.
What it looks
I
like.
want,
Jay Fox plays
I
with
want
the
hot pink.
That's what it would look like if somebody was.
I want hot pink Celtic tribal angel wings that go down my back and down the sides of my hips. I already had the crosses done.
So why don't you get like a tattoo party going, having like 4 or 5 people doing it, and make it into like an orgy situation?
Well, one, not anybody knows how to do tribal.
True.
And I do have a tattoo artist too in the family, so that's a little more on the difficult side. And those are the 2 I would probably trust to do that, so it kind of nulls the whole thing, because I'm sure that his siblings don't want to see that.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying though, CC, but I mean, if you could do it like glory hole style, where half your body was through a wall, if you depending on where you wanted your tattoo at, if it was up high on your shoulders, I mean, you could possibly have both of those done without anybody even knowing it, I guess. I didn't mean to say the glory hole style.
If I had the old my old bedroom furniture, I could, because I had one of those old OBGYN tables that you could strap them down to, because we used to use my room for storage for a club in San Francisco years ago. So my headboard was an X. What?
Slow down.
So
Say that one more time for me.
So Rob, those are actually common in sex dungeons.
I've seen them in videos before, but when she said it used to be in my room, where's it at now?
It's at the club.
Can we get it back?
I don't even know if the club's still in Cali or if it's in Vegas now. But I could have another one delivered if I needed it.
You can tell she's actually given this quite a bit of thought.
There's a club here, Rob. If you ever come out here, I can, send you there.
Yeah, we have clubs here.
Y'all live on the other side of the fucking country. You know that, right?
Southwest has cheap fares.
I bet you I could find one in your area easy.
I bet I could too.
Me 3.
Well, I'm sure there are cities around me. They're all within an hour and a half drive. You have capital of Ohio and the capital of West Virginia, both are within an hour and a half of me. So of course,
yeah, but the best ones are not in big cities.
I don't want to go in old Junebug's holler either and jump in the back of a fucking Ford Fastiva to get up on top of the fucking mountain. Fucking outhouse.
He said Ford Fastiva.
I don't want to sit down, woman.
I'm having flashbacks from the Ford Festiva. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Made them things do so many sparks. Oh my god.
I am not partial to somebody licking my butt, but I don't want to get in that Fastiva and get up that fucking hill. No, we ain't doing that. No, it's too far.
He said Fastiva.
Too far.
Too far.
You've gone too far.
So you're saying you don't like your hatchback licked in a hatchback?
Oh.
Boom! Business!
No, I'm
Sorry, the backside.
I'm game now. I thought I was driving.
That was a good one, Shell. Hey, in the Festiva, you could be in the driver's seat and still be in the hatchback.
That is true. Very, very fucking
Thing's the size of a fucking smart car.
That was one of the first cars I ever seen stop really fast and could roll over because they were fucking ill-designed.
You goes.
A hood and in the compartment like this big. Why would you do that to people? Okay, we'll get back on track now.
It's a Flintstone car.
So yours is to perform.
I think that's the only one I could think of. Although I wouldn't mind getting back on the wheel again. That was fucking cool. There's a. You know the did you ever see the Corsican Brothers with Cheech and Chong? It's like one of the worst ones they ever did. Okay, well there's one scene where the brothers tied to the wheel.
Oh yes, I have. Okay,
those things are a blast.
Okay.
Oh, but you really have to pick your place with that because in the middle of a really heavy bar scene that could get a little chaotic if you don't have somebody there, a lot of somebody there with you watching your back. I mean,
I would think so. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't planning on being on it. I didn't know it was fucking there till I walked in. I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this. It was rad.
Damn, my nuts would probably hit me in the chin. I wouldn't want to do that.
Well, depending on how fast you're going.
Fuck, I'd take out people. My Lord.
You might, you're tall.
No, I was meaning my balls. I wasn't meaning my feet.
Okay, so
you're tall. That thing's off the floor.
We're going to D now, since you've done 2. Patrick said he knows of 3 orgy clubs here in Canada.
See?
I can't swim, Patrick. At least not that far. I'd have to escape because I don't have a passport.
I mean, if the Green Door's still in Vegas, that's a good starter place.
Power Exchange.
Just saying.
Never been to Vegas.
Power Exchange.
Red Rooster. I mean, there's a few decent clubs there.
Wow.
I thought
Power Exchange was in San Francisco, but I know that they moved it to Vegas, but I don't know if they moved it back to SF or if they now have it in both.
Okay. I'll be right back.
He's got to run the dogs crazy.
Okay, well, Michelle, do you want to go ahead with your turn then?
With my turn? For what, telling you my fantasies? I never really thought too much about my fantasies. Sometimes they'll pop up. I go to Burning Man. So, you know, like I got to do a lot of things that turn me on already.
Sid? You smoked that much? That fucking thing is. We've only been here for 50 minutes. Holy shit!
I mean, why do you think Vicey's married me?
Because she can suck and blow. That's why.
Oh Lord, Patrick's going to
Cece raised the bar on some fantasy stuff right there that I never even considered, and I go to Burning Man, so there you go.
That's the
thing. I don't think much
yeah,
about
but in my. Okay, I'm not going to say defense because that's the worst fucking word I could use.
No, I just mean that. I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean it was bad. I just meant creative.
Okay, well, no, listen. No. It doesn't have to be a creative fantasy. Have you never been like just standing in your kitchen and just think what it would be like for somebody to come up behind you and just
every time I'm in the kitchen, Rob,
take your hair, move it to the side, for instance.
Shove me against the stove and fuck the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I think that's shit all the time.
Well, that's a fantasy. I mean, they don't.
No, that's a reality.
Yes, it is. That's a boring fantasy. It's simple.
It's a reality.
No. Is it
reality?
reality?
Kids, it's not.
Happened to me. So that's
It
not a
can
fantasy.
be.
A fantasy is something that's never happened to
It's not a
me.
reality to me. It's not.
And that's not true. You can fantasize about things that have happened.
Right.
This is true.
That's true.
That is very true.
Person when it comes to fantasies, but I'm also a deep dark person when it comes to fantasies. So
that's valid too.
There's a large spectrum. I can get turned on more by somebody being super sensual with me than I can somebody being that other way. So how can that not be a fantasy? Like even a massage, like, you know what, this one day I get my toes done every day by this same person, but this one day I thought about walking in and sitting down and just it would surprise the shit out of me for me to look like this and look down at just whatever person, you know, that you would dream of, who start to massage your legs up to your thighs and forget where you're at and take you from there.
Did you just call me a Hoover?
No.
She's a Hoover. No. Well,
I'd never do that.
He probably didn't see Vicey's.
That would never happen.
Vicey's commented through Twitter and says 10 out of 10 he would marry Sith again, but then Patrick comes back and says because she's a Hoover. But no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I don't think he could have read that, not unless he's watching on those.
Hey, don't let it pass her.
Not to redirect the conversation too much, but if that's where you're going with fantasy, you two, then I've pretty much had every fucking fantasy there is to have.
It's not. For instance, half pint. I want to have somebody outside in the rain. That is a simple thing.
My longest running fantasy is to have sex outdoors in public. I've done it.
Now, if you're talking fantasies that aren't sexual, that's different.
Yes. If you're talking about non-sexual fantasies, that's
why would we be talking
well, no, because there are the type that you can be sexual without actually having sex. Those are way hotter. If that's the case, then it's dancing on stage. Picking out the perfect song that I want to dance to with the perfect outfit to my man, fuck yeah. I would do that over and over again in a fucking heartbeat. Change the song, change my hair, change my eye color. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'd be whatever the fuck he wanted me to look like to do that.
And that would please me more than doing, and which that's great. That's along the same realm. I'm 100%. I was not expecting you to say something like that. I don't think Sith was either. But I have had it. I've done it outside. I've done in vehicles, but I've never done the ring. Half pint. That's a hell of a thing, because I can only imagine how it would heighten your sensitivity, feeling that shit hitting you as you're going through that. I think that'd be a hell of one.
It's awesome, just not on the beach. Not on the beach.
Not on the beach.
Yeah, we don't want to get no spots that are all chafy. Nothing like that.
Yours, I would do yours, but for me, it wouldn't be sex. It'd be dancing in the rain. For me, dance is incredibly sexual. Or can be, I should say. It's not the only thing.
I 100% agree. Michelle, what is okay then a non in-depth something that would just turn you on to the point that would make you feel in that fashion then? Because if not, honey, I don't think you were the quite right guest for the show this
season. Well,
you
know what? It's a variety of things, because honestly, it depends on the person, Rob. It depends on the person as to what turns me on most about that person. So say the person is a chef, seeing what they create, tasting
watching
what
their
they
hands.
Create, sitting down and eating with them even. That's the sexiest fucking thing you could possibly have. Except fucking them afterwards. If you want to get dirty.
And that's what it does. I mean, because that's a fantasy of yours then. I mean, but
it's not. I mean, I'm just using that as for example. It could be anything. If they're a musician,
but honey,
it could be the playing the instrument that turns me on.
That is your first thing.
That's because.
But I could see you doing that though. I could honestly see you standing shoulder to shoulder with somebody doing some sort of cooking. And then
big time.
I definitely could. I could definitely see that.
Mm-hmm. And then curling up to a good horror movie.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be her fantasy.
Michelle's night is made right there.
A fantasy I could have. There is a fantasy, and I'm seeing it right now. Special effects and sex.
Toby, what?
I would love to be a special effects artist and have them create special effects and be able to,
That
fucking fireworks coming
like
out of the
AI
bedpost when you come and shit.
No, I'm not doing that ninja squirrel shit. I'm not having my vagina reach out and eat him. That freaked me out. That was scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Screen. Don't worry about it. Screen. It'll be all right. It'll go back to normal. It'll retract. I hope it's Stretch Armstrong vagina.
No, that thing ate him. It ate him. Gobble gobble gobble. It ate him.
Isn't that like VHS too?
I thought we were watching a regular cartoon until that thing
VHS
happened, and yeah, that fucked me all up. I'm just saying.
Yeah, where her vagina.
Michelle.
That was my introduction to Japanese animation. Okay, it was not a pleasant one.
That's the whole way to start out. Oh, here, let my vagina eat you. Cool. Michelle, one of my biggest turns off.
I would not have gone to special effects in the crotch immediately.
Yeah, she came out of nowhere with that. I don't know where she came with that either. I got what you were saying, Michelle.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Cece's comment would have been a typical Michelle comment, and I don't know why that worked in that fashion. And yeah, sorry, but Michelle, I'm attracted to a woman who carries herself in a professional standing, almost borderline to where an authoritarian figure to be.
So are you telling me I should take the robe off and act more like a teacher?
Believe it or not, I don't think it's even the teacher role that would get me. It's more of a person.
It's the mistress.
No, now that's another spectrum of it.
That's a different aspect.
Okay, here. I walk into a job interview. The woman is.
You're in the wrong seat.
Well dressed.
Reese Witherspoon style.
Or it's go to a bank to get a loan and sit across from somebody who is powerful in what they do. I'm attracted to, like, it don't matter who's around you, you're still that independent person, but you love everyone equally. That kind of push, that joyous, but I'm going to put you in your place, but I want you to know I'm here to play kind of thing. That's that part there. So yeah, it's the simplest of shit that can get you to go where you go. I'm a very audible person. I like to hear stories. I like to hear a soft, sensual voice. I like to hear rhythms change when you talk. I like to hear that emotion, to feel it deep. So yeah, I get it. But now that Dee's back, well, maybe.
Maybe.
Wait, maybe.
Keep whispering sweet nothings, D.
Maybe. Are you back long enough? D?
D? Huh? You hear it? Yeah, we're talking to you, homie.
What happened?
Yes, Captain Hook.
My aunt came in with a vase.
Captain Hook with a candlestick.
I got ready to ask you if you were ready, if you would like to share, but then you turned again. I went, wait, well, maybe not. Maybe not. I was waiting on you to pop up and say, hold on one more second. I was just waiting. No, I mean, please feel free. If you would like to share, absolutely, please do. And it doesn't have to be a full-fledged, like, because I think you might have missed a part of it, because Michelle was kind of like, she thought maybe it had to be deep, dark thing. No, it's whatever would make you get to the point to be like, damn.
Wearing those ears at breakfast.
Whose ears at breakfast?
There's a fantasy.
I think
my ears are broke.
I think my ultimate fantasy, like, and it's not like a deep dark fantasy, it's just like an average everyday Joe kind of fantasy is like, coming home from work and having the one that I'm with, or whoever, just like maybe not being very much, and push me against the wall and tell me to take her, take me now, that kind of thing. That
kind of like you've had a rough day. I think this would help you.
Right.
You've had a rough day. Let's make it rougher.
Dude, I straight out.
I like that one.
Because that's something that I definitely feel that. Because of course, being as somebody like me in the relationships that I've been in, I'm always pushing forward. But I want that too. I want somebody to take their hand and put it in the center of my chest and just put me against the wall like this just for a second and go, yeah, it's time. And just because you can feel that through that. I mean, I made my fucking self just get weird. Sorry. My bad.
I need to apologize.
I should have brought my
Yeah,
notebook.
you don't have to apologize. Because
What the fuck are you apologizing for?
That would totally.
This is your show.
I know, but when I'm speaking with somebody about those stories, though, it's nice that you can actually like come across with somebody and speak and feel things. I've had people that I've been with before that you don't even want to be around, but then you've had those ones that you could have a relationship with that man, if it ever came to it, I would let that motherfucker own me. I would let that one person right there just no ifs, ands, or buts.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Very nice. Anyone else?
I've only met that person once.
Do what?
I've only met that person once.
Well, no, I'm over here. I'm in Ohio. I want shish kebabs after, says half pint. You're damn right. Fucking cook me something. After you leave me in a puddle in that room, come in and bring me something.
Cook me something.
I'm serious, yeah.
And if you happen to ponder a thought, maybe pass a tissue to your left would be a kind act. Towel, something. Because I will leave you a wet spot if you don't. I'm not gonna lie. You're puddle jumping.
I mean, yeah. Patrick just volunteered to push.
There's my fantasy. Don't leave me in a puddle.
Patrick just volunteered, so if I ever do make it to Canada, I will be pushed against the wall by Patrick. We're not saying we're going to go any further than that, but we're definitely going to make this video and put me against the wall. Now, I'm sure he probably just like, are you serious?
Oh. I want a copy of the video.
I know you would be the videographer. Michelle would free willingly stream it live to her Discord, and we all would sit in and watch it. Well, listen, guys, we've been running for a little over an hour now. If anybody else would like to share anything, if not, I think we're going to jump back to me and Sith for a few, and then we will end our show for the evening. Thank you guys very much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having us.
This
was fun. It was a nice change of pace.
We do want to have you on the show eventually, CC, with your apparatus and the things that we've spoken about before. Just didn't want to bring it on with tonight because tonight we were talking about fantasies, and I know that you and Sith could probably have a battle of toys, and I would probably blush and have to leave camera. I don't care. I mean, I'm still going to watch, but I guarantee what's behind that curtain right there would probably put me in fear for the next 2 hours. But I'm not saying I wouldn't enjoy it.
Whose curtain?
I would definitely be fucking scared, but I would.
Stop staring at my snowflake, Robbie.
Before we let you guys go, though, there is one thing that I have learned about a fantasy that I will share with everyone. The fantasy can only be as good as the person you're sharing it with, because you have to have trust when it comes to those, because you have to be comfortable enough to ask for that fantasy, and they have to be comfortable enough accepting that question and return it to you. All you got to do is ask. What's the worst that can happen? No. It's a fucking 2-letter word. You can work around it. Ease into it. Well, good luck with the ones you guys have said now. I really do. I hope each one of you sometime in your life are able to be hit by that one thing. Or somebody's listening right now that's significant enough to you that says, hey, you know what? I think you're meant for this. If I would have known, I want to do this to you. I know it's going to happen to my co-host tonight. I already know. Bless her heart. She's not going to be seen for the next 2 days. Because Captain Vicey's
again.
He would marry her.
I just got her back.
Well, I say something's getting more out this evening. But Michelle, CC, and Dee, thank you guys so much for joining us again. We will have you on again. But for now, we will tell you 3 bye-byes. And we're going to get back for a few more minutes. So thank you again for sharing your stories, and we will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Love you. Night.
Love you guys too. Bye-byes. I'm not kissing you. I don't know where your mouth has been. No, I'm not. I know where her mouth has been. It's been on anything that's got my name on.
That's even scarier.
I know it is. You know it is. I got you, Michelle, I think. Here we go. I always went through and took everybody off. Sith, honey, what are you laughing about? What?
Huh?
What are you laughing about? Don't you laugh at me?
No, it's something I need to send you later. So I don't think
She's
you saw
doing
me,
the
but I was
look at her.
sitting there doing a
Wait.
weird thing with my fingers to Cece.
Wait.
And I have
no. Wait, when you were sending it to her, do your hands or whatever you were doing. Turn around and look at me.
Hold
yes,
on.
you're still on here with me. You were doing some weird stuff. What were you doing? Put your hands away. You go play. Have a wonderful evening, Cece. She
Cece knows what it means. That's the worst part, and it's not good.
The thing is, she was doing this. I could see her in the green room, and I don't think you could see her. And then you said, I want to send you something because Cece was showing me fingers, and I was seeing the fingers.
No, I was making finger gestures at Cece.
I love how all you saw were the fingers.
I know.
Right, y'all?
Night.
Dirty ass. Get out of here. Get out of my fucking studio, you weirdo. Bye-bye, hon. Jiminy Christmas. No, I love doing that. That was a lot of fun. And I do appreciate everybody that's been in the chat tonight, too. Thank you so much, Patrick and Half Pint. You guys have been great. Sith, what else do you have going on this evening? Or not this evening, I guess the rest of the week. Because I know I'm starting to blush again, too, because I shared some things I didn't really want to share, but I'm glad I shared the ones that I did share. And I'll tell you right now, I really hope my fantasy does come true. I'm looking forward to finding somebody just to look me in the eye and give me that grin to know that I'm able, that if I want to lay her back and rip the crotch from her pants, that I can. Shut up with your pee hole fingers while I'm trying to describe things I want to do to myself. Stop it. I do. I mean, I want to look her in the eyes because when that feeling comes that I know that will be fulfilled for me, she has no idea what she's. No. To the female that will allow me to do this to her, you have no idea what you have coming. No idea. If you read these tweets, if you read these posts, people who do oral for their own pleasure are demons. I can breathe through my ears. My tongue does not cramp. If I'm able to rip that apart, I will not leave for a minimum of 4 hours. I will thank you properly. And I'll put my glasses back on. Anyway, Sith, stop it. Stop it. Blink. Blink. You guys have a wonderful evening.
So my shit froze.
I know it did.
And I'm kind of glad I made it at the end of that. By the way, I did send you something.
I almost just ended the stream knowing you froze. So when you came back, I was gone. I just said, everyone, you have a great evening. That's how I was going to end the show with that.
That's awful.
You're welcome.
I love you.
You know how many people right now are like that had stopped probably mid-thrust and thought I was going to end it and thought they could just close their eyes and just scream out, but now they're hearing this voice. Oh shit. I got to put this up here. Are you reading this?
Yes.
Patrick.
And Patrick, that is exactly why we are not going to be asking you to be on the guest anytime soon, because I don't want to see that.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Anyway,
so upcoming, I'm actually not going to be around a whole lot this upcoming weekend. I'm going to be out of state. A buddy of ours is retiring from the military, so we're going to be going to his ceremony.
Congratulations.
And we're going to get him high as fuck.
Well, absolutely.
But just so you can see how depraved we are, look in your DMs on Twitter so you can see what Cece and I were being ridiculous about.
Don't do this to me. Honey, we have 300 people sitting with us at the hour and 13-minute mark. If I pass out in this fucking chair, it's going to be your fault.
No, mind you, this image that you're going to look at, I actually sent a thing to my daughter saying, hey, I need you to draw on my hand for me.
Okay, so am I able to share this?
No, don't share it.
Okay. Now I'm afraid to even fucking open it. Oh, Lord.
What is going on with the studio? Why
are you going? Where did she go? I don't know where she went to. I lost my Sith kitten. Oh, she's coming back. That's cute. I'm gonna bring her back in again. Where did you go, Sith? Seth one?
It's
I can share that. No, I can't. No, I can't. Seeing it now. I can share that. No, I can't. Nope, I can't. Can't share that.
I told my daughter I wanted her to draw that on my hand, and she's like, I don't even know what to say right now.
Nope. I almost feel guilty for looking. I can't. I know I can't.
But you got it. It's hilarious. How can you make this more offensive?
Well, and no, this is the thing. This is a dark humor show. This is what we're doing is a humorous version of a dark thought. So I like dark humor. That's very dark humor. Not dark as I've seen, thank goodness. Kind of scared me when you're like, do not share. But either way.
No, because just you know how there are Karens out there and be like, oh my God.
Oh yes. And we probably got a couple with us now. But hey, you can't have fun without the Karens. You gotta have your haters. If you don't have your haters, then you can't have your good time.
Right.
Well, thank you again though, and I'm really glad that you're feeling better, and hopefully you guys have a great time with everything you've got coming up, and please safe travels. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us yet again tonight, because this is a milestone episode. It's the 10th episode of two grown-ass people from two different states, halfway across the country, talking about toys and fantasies and things we like, and giving you a safe place to do it. Anytime anybody ever has any questions that we think we can answer for you, please feel free to reach out. If you have show ideas or anything while we're in the chat like this, please feel free to reach out in there. We may even bring you on the show to have you talk with us too. We'd love to hear stories from people just like us. We want to thank everybody again for all they do for us. Big shout out again to High Nine. As always, you will see anything in my studio as well as Sith as well. We are sponsored by High Nine. We're running every day because of things like that, like this right here. I thought I could point. There it is. We are running because of this. This is what we do. Sith, honey, I love you very much. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful evening again with me. For now,
you gonna go thaw out?
I'm going to go probably rub one out.
Well, same thing.
Patrick made me feel scrumptious. I think I might have to go treat myself to some candy. I might go shove a couple Twinkies in a mask. Oh, and by the way, the last video I made, there were no Twinkies harmed in the making of that video. Just so everybody knows. Now,
are you sure?
The donut, on the other hand, I will have you know that I violently assaulted the cream on the inside of that donut with my tongue. I hope everybody who watched that donut jerk up, because that one stroke, she didn't want to give it to me. I wanted that, and it was in my beard. You guys take that. We'll see you next week. Until then, stay safe, stay dirty, stay high. Bye-bye, everyone. I made you laugh again, didn't I, Seth? I love you.